Please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book. And we'll start with the 7 limb prayer. What's going on here? Okay. Gosum gu pe gone cha tselo nge sham yi tu che ti malubu to mene sa di tun tam che shak ke pa ge wa nam la je yi rang Korwa matom bardu le june dola cherki korlo korwa dang da jengen nam jan chu chen porngo. Then 97 and 98 in the prayer book. We'll start with the short mandal offering. Saji perki shushing metok tamri rabliji ni degen padi sangye jingdu mi te uwa hido kunam dak shing la che pa shok jetsun lama dampa kenam ki cherku kala kense chujin tig jita tsampe du jetsima la jab gecherki char pawab tu sol idam guru ratamandalakam niryatayami.
Sanje chodan ju dagi chushe gebe sonan je if you are here first time, so why this prayer has been said before the class? To help ourselves to set up positive motivation for the class. That's the primary reason why we say this prayer. Of course, this is a part of the traditions, but there's a reason behind saying these prayers to trying to set up the best motivations for the class, why I'm here, so set up positive motivation, okay? Sanje chodan, sanje chodan. So then, of course, the first 2 lines, as a Buddhist, we take refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha. Any spiritual occasions, as a Buddhist, so you take refuge. You devote yourself, to Buddha Dharma Sangha. So that's first 2 lines. Second 2 line is generating bodhicitta, which is the main practice in Mahayana Buddhism. So wish for happiness for every living being. So that's what it is, okay? Sanje chodan soje chodan Chushen jebe, sanam je, andola, peje, sanje do baraj. Lada la me me da me aje, ombo da jajin la so, chuje chola chawa chepa nama, sanje sunra la do she. Debe jujo bawan de da she je, tambe chunye chinen de she je. Namo ala ye kada lo da nishin kaya, tumo da da me kada lo do, kunye na je da tamje ke do da ke chute do. Kange tu zenye so ne, tawa tamje ma, tambe chunye de. Kodam de la chok se, good evening. Not going to call your name today, save time. So, for meditation, okay? So maybe next 10 to 15 minutes, guided meditations, okay? Guided meditation. And I think eventually, I think it's good to, I'm hoping that you will remember, so then we just sit. So then you give me some breaks, so then I can also sit quietly. So hoping that you will remember. So this is peace in the mind. Calm mind, peace in the mind. Way to achieve that through meditations in Buddhism. That meditation requires placing all our mental attention into one single object. One single object. So that's how mind settles down, or mind comes down, and that's when the mind starts to come down, meaning there will be less and less thought. So then that's how the peace is be generated within the mind. Okay? So usually whenever you visualize, there are number of points you can visualize. You can visualize center of your heart here, not like physical heart here, or space before you, or your head. There are 3 different points. Could be there probably. Sometimes there's 5 different points. So now, so here, please visualize the circle, thin, very thin circle before you. The center of the circle. Then focus on, try to place all your mental attention into the center of the circle. What's in the circle? Nothing. There's nothing in the circle. There's nothing to look for, nothing to analyze. It's just empty. Circle is visible. In center of the circle, you can visualize small white dirt. Small white. Doesn't have to be white, it could be any color, but something small, very, very small. Then eventually it gets bigger and bigger into the size of the bird egg. Like something like, not in the beginning, slowly it becomes bigger, brighter, then, like size of the bird egg. So then during the meditations, if thought rise, just imagine they are like shooting star that goes into the circle and disappear. Okay, don't recognize them, don't follow. Simply recognize them, don't follow. The best way to meditate is no concern related to the past, no worry related to the future. Just be at the present moment. No expectations, no worries, no concern. Just be in that center of the circle, just be on that dirt, white dirt. Oh yeah, so now begin. Okay, so one more. During the meditations, if the circle, if you don't see the circle, long as your attention is on the white dirt, dot, that's most important. If the awareness start to get wander, so then make the circle more visible, thin, bright circle, okay? the center of that white dot become brighter, bigger, eventually become like size of the bird egg, very bright. So then all the attention of your awareness should be on that. Sometimes it's good to refresh. Awareness tend to be wander all the time. Therefore, it's good to refresh. That is the center of your awareness, that white dirt dot eventually become brighter, more powerful, become size of bird egg. So that is the center of your consciousness. That is your awareness. That is the divine nature that we all possess. What is called Buddha nature. At the moment, this meditation may not seem like very vivid or very like real, but eventually you'll get there. But at the beginning, so we need to mentally construct a circle, thin circle, then in the center, there are like white dot, the focus, that all mentally construct. So every thought that comes with the energy, power, nishu, potential power, potential power. That's the meaning of energy. It's potential power. So that potential power will be on that white dot. If we place all our mental attention on that, then all the energy of the mind, awareness, will be on that. Then to help us to be on that, and that's why it becomes bigger and bigger and brighter and more powerful, brighter, to all the way to the size of the bird egg. So then pause on that. When we become better at their meditations, when we become good at their meditations, then maybe you may feel something. Right now, all needs to be mentally constructed. So that's how the meditation begins. It doesn't happen real right from the beginning. So then eventually, so then the focus becomes stronger. So the beginning probably remain there seconds, then maybe wander, then bring it back. So once the awareness start to wander, so then make the circle a little bit brighter. So make sure that it's within the circle. The awareness is within the circle. So that is like same, like this is like same as this meditation is same as like recognizing the nature of awareness. Same thing. Recognizing nature awareness. The same thing. That meditation is called recognizing nature awareness. That's what it is. So then hopefully, eventually, this whole awareness, or same thing, awareness, consciousness, mind, mental, this all means same thing, different name or synonym. And hopefully that awareness become like, eventually, that become like still, clear water. Because before there's so much dust in the water, you can't really see the true nature of water. It's like still clear. Clear, that's the nature of water. So then hopefully this meditation becomes like still, clear water. So that means now recognizing the true nature of awareness. Nature, there are probably two natures, conventional, ultimate. You are now experiencing conventional nature of awareness, not ultimate, conventional nature of awareness. So then from there, so they need to search for the ultimate nature of the awareness, okay? Oh yeah, so now back to class. Hopefully today we'll finish, all right? I've been teaching, this book is composed by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, commentaries on Bodhisattva practice, what is called six perfections, six paramita. So I've been teaching this many Wednesdays. So now the fifth paramita, which is like concentrations. So that's meditation, or related to that meditation. Okay? So In Buddhism, everything, nothing just happened like that. Everything happened based on the primary cause and cooperative conditions. That's how things happen. Happiness, suffering, all of that happen based on the primary cause and cooperative conditions. Cooperative condition means like if you want to make something out of wood, so the wood is the primary cause. The cooperative conditions, your skill, tools, all of that's called tenjichijin, cooperative condition. It doesn't become the things that you want to make, the tool or your idea. Maybe your idea, but tool doesn't become an object. Actually, the wood becomes an object because that's the material that you're using. But your skill, your artistic skill, your tools, all of that's called cooperative condition. They never usually become things. Primary cause, nyele, that's the one it becomes, wood. So just to give you the idea what meaning of what is the definition of cooperative conditions like that. So everything happened everything's interdependent. There's nothing independent. Everything interdependent. But that's just our idea, or just happened, or for no reason. Not true. So therefore, the Buddha said that the practice 6 paramita, or 6 perfections. First one is called generosity, perfection of generosity. The direct result will be being generous. The direct result will be wealth, produce wealth. This, practicing ethic, moralities. So then, one of the primary cause to be human and like celestial being, there's different layers of celestial beings, all of that. The result of, direct result of practicing ethic. Practicing patience, good-looking physical appearances, the direct result. Doing things, doing positive things, not any things, doing positive things with joy, with happiness, or doing something positive that makes your mind calm. Calm mind. Not necessarily, I think there should be difference between calm mind and peaceful mind. There should be difference between calm mind and peaceful mind. Peaceful mind, less thought. That's the way to reach peace within the mind is less thought. Calm mind, doing things, positive things with joy. Then direct result will be you'll enjoy calm mind. People could be going out of their mind, you are just calm. So the people say you are naturally calm. That's not naturally calm. It's a result of doing things, positive things with joy. So that's the direct result of that. So that's the profession number 4. Now the 5th, concentrations. That's what I'm reading, concentrations. I've been reading a few Wednesday now. Sunday, Geshe. Concentrations. Shi means it kind of like wandering mind will disappear. Moment you start to focus, wandering mind will disappear. Shi means wandering mind. What will disappear? Wandering mind will disappear. Ne means still. Means still on the object. That object, in this case, the white dot on that object. So mind will remain there. It won't move. Direct result, peaceful mind. there is a peaceful mind. Last one, wisdom. Wisdom liberates, free us from what? From what? Problems, complications. Not just mere faith. Need wisdom. Meaning, wisdom is the result of knowledge. No knowledge, there will be no wisdom. Wisdom is the result of knowledge. Wisdom by reading, listening, wisdom by thinking, then wisdom by deep thinking. So that liberates, that frees you from all kinds of problems. So meditation, single point in meditation is a little bit different case that does require sitting properly. Single point in meditation does require sitting properly because you need to focus. Meditation does not only mean focus. Meditation, generally speaking, meditation means thinking. A lot of thinking is needed in order to overcome from complications that we face is too many. So therefore, we require a lot of thinking. Thinking means meditation. It's not different, same thing. So the last profession is like wisdom liberates, not just mere faith or blind faith. Wisdom liberates. Need to learn. Okay. Anybody's head falling down? So I'm going to read here, okay, the commentaries, need to finish. Nganju semji tine shenla pende doba chanju sembi domba la yubes. Domba is like some form of commitment that you do voluntarily. From now on, I will work for betterment of all beings, all living beings, not just for myself, all living beings. So then, that's not different than bodhicitta, same thing. So once you take the bodhisattva vows, that's what it means, that you voluntarily committed to work for the happiness of all living beings. It doesn't matter, American, Tibetan, Asian, black, white, doesn't matter. So you committed to work for all their happiness. Using your body, speech, mind for the betterment of all living beings. That's bodhisattva deed or practice. Rangdendo lebe chachi tonya ti shendendo kakos. If you start to see any goodness in yourself, in your mind, because you took bodhisattva vow voluntarily, maybe you are so much inspired by this idea of working for happiness for every living being. So you are very much read about bodhicitta, you are very much inspired, so then you decide to take bodhisattva vows. So then when you start to see something goodness, then you just also need to think, well, this is for not just for me, it's for everyone, or like that kind of like mindset. Something that changes in me, nyamye tumu mabashi tin yosa. Dene, diru nganju susu yunje sangeni la choba tongku shisa. Tiye to ne, rangshen durte, rangda nyamba tang. So here it's almost like self-discipline. It's very important, self-discipline. Not by somebody else disciplines you. Self-discipline is critical for, it's very much needed in order to overcome from problems. Self-discipline is very much needed. So that self-discipline must rooted in reason, knowledge, reason, not just blind faith or mere faith. It needs to be rooted in reason, knowledge. Dine ngarang, dine diru nganchu susu yunde sangeni la jabatang questions. It's always good to analyze, always good to analyze. Whenever thought we can act right away, quick reaction is not good. Super quick reaction is not good. Overreaction is not good. We need to take a time, analyze what outcome. What outcome. So therefore, sang, nye, positive, negative, it's quite important to analyze. Thiyo tone rang shen dur tesa. Rang da nyam pa da, rang le chok da, rang le men pa che su su. E pe che. Thiyo che to ngan zu sa to nye pe rang ni je sang cho tesa. Rang chen zi ji nye mi da, shen chen zi ji pe yo to pe lo di tang su. Rang chen zi selfish attitude is considered as a chronic disease, never been healed. That's why all kinds of complications rise. Is that this is the selfish attitude is the engine that drives many, many problems in our life. Yeah, it creates a lot of problems. It creates a lot of problems. So we may think, oh, this is just normal. It's not normal. Maybe thought never occurred that I can change. Yeah, you can change. Why? Because you possess divine nature, what's called Buddha natures. So that need to learn how to nurture the divine nature. So then you can free yourself from selfish attitude. Very possible. It is sharing, giving something little bit, not just taking. Everything has to be about me. No good. Practically, how to be happy. Rang jinzi ji nimi da shen jinzi ji yunde, shen jinzi ji penyo to lo di tang so. Practically, number-wise, you just one, other, many. And like somehow we get this idea, oh, just think about yourself, you get all the happiness. It's completely ignorance. No good. Just think about the pleasure that's generated by 5 senses. How many times you get joy just looking at yourself? You joy get looking at different things. Oh, wonderful painting. Oh, beautiful artist. It's not you. Somebody created. How much joy you get smelling yourself like that. Smelling someone cook something good food and then flower, all of that. That's you get joy. This is all temporary because heavily rely on object. Thinking to be able to generate some joy, that better, much better, lasts longer, doesn't need anything, just think and rise, all like that. Rang jinzi ji lo te la chome dan danyam ji namba sum yes. Rang jinzi ji lo te la chome dan danyam ji namba sum. Okay, let's shen che ba su lo te la chome dan ji namba sum yes. Wanzi lo ta te ba din ji to ne cha do da dezim nga cha ji ji di ji ji ko yes. So this, I never heard this word before, so he's only said. Rang jinzi julo, selfish attitude. That one has 3 levels, three levels. I never heard this before. 3 levels of chok, men, danyams, chok means. Rang jinzi julo. Wait a second. Rang le member Jesus chibe. Lamrim dan tin di dan rang Rangshen dur means compare yourself with other. Rangda nyamba. Some of them like you, not like from like head to toe, but thinking, interest, a lot of similarities. That's probably same, you could say same. Choke, some of them are better. Education-wise, many different reasons they're better. Some of them like lower than you, like, we human base, how you call status? We human create this idea based on how you check someone's status, based on what? Money, power, education. We human have been different way of doing that. Then around they say like equal, pretty much same, better, lower. His own is word. Remember, so equal. Teach those for that. Something goodness we manage to develop through maybe educations, meditations, something. Sanjo de rang jinzi nimi da xie jinzi yunde tobe, rang jinzi nimi da xie jinzi pyo to lo distance. The knowledge that you gain differentiate between selfish attitude and cherishing other, thinking about other well-being. We have this understanding or wisdom that understand drawback of selfish attitude or benefit of cherishing others. Not wrong like that. So why I'm reading it again? So as I said, I never heard this. There's three different selfish attitude has three different levels. I never heard this before. So maybe I'm reading incorrectly. So that's why I'm reading from the beginning. Rang jinzi ji nimi da shin ji pyo do lo de da rang la ngar ye be jinzi ji lo ti ni sa. Rang la ngar ye be jinzi lo ti ni ba chabar che. So okay, now here we need to make distinguish there's two understanding. One understanding is differentiate between selfish attitude and cherishing other. That understanding. And another understanding, the second one is selfish attitude itself. Selfish attitude itself. Now there's two different mindset or understanding. That is important to distinguish. That's why it's important to differentiate them. That's the second line. That's the one I don't understand. Rang chinzi ju lo tela. Rang chinzi ngar rang chinzi ju lo tela. Ngar means before, above. Ngar chi rang chinzi ju lo tela chi. Chomye dan danyam chi namba sumi yes. Rang chinzi ji nimi da shi ji dan lo de dan. Maybe I'll never figure it out. So just move on. So I will go back home and read again, okay? Ngarji ranchi lo tellas, chome dan danyam ji nabasumi yuse. Shinche basumi lo teyang, chota, me dan bari nabasumi yuse. Yeah, cherishing other, there are three different layers. Yeah, that makes sense. It has three different layers. In the beginning, it's not that strong. In the middle, it could get stronger. Then eventually, it gets very strong, like that you felt like that you say like even the sake of happiness of one single being, that you felt like you can live in the fire pit hundreds of years just for one being. So that much confidence, courage you're able to generate, that you never feel depressed, sad, and like that much energy that you manage to generate, what is called bodhicitta. So that you don't mind to live in the fire pit. It's not easy to live in fire pit even second. Mentally, you feel like you can live there hundreds of years just to help one living being. So that is the deepest level. Like in the beginning, it may not have been maybe like kind of like idea, intellectual understanding. Eventually felt something. Then maybe eventually through meditation felt something very something very real. So so that he's only saying that selfish attitude has three kind of degrees. So I'm not going to just make it up. So I don't know. So if you know any one of you know, heard, please share. 3 different levels of selfish attitude. Of the selfish attitude? Yeah, they both have 3. So we are talking about, this is the time we are not giving any credit to the selfish. So then I'm not sure how you define superior selfish.
Then he continues by explaining that,
Yeah, okay.
Regarding jealousy, competition, and pride.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh.
Any of my friend from online, any contribution, donations of like the 3 superior,
Equal and inferior, the 3
superior,
aspects.
equal, inferior of selfish attitude. If not, moving on, they're going to read something. Well, there's some explanation there.
Well,
Yeah, because this book is usually you translate from Tibetan book into the English. This one translates from English to Tibetan. So that's why there's better explanations. These are all the teachings that he's only taught in overseas. So Tibetan people want to hear, so they kindly translate it into Tibetan. Yeah.
So he says that he's going to use those 2 different eyes, to the egotistic one, the bad one, and the good eye, to develop the sense of jealousy, competition, and pride. And then he compares the 2 in the next few stanzas. So he's going to explain what he means by those.
There's another one's called like self-grasping, danzi, self-cherishing. There's 2 different things: self-grasping, self-cherishing, self-grasping. So now here it's like self-cherishing. Of course, without notion of self, then why you meditate, why you want to get out of samsara, why you want to achieve enlightenment. That's like self-interest. Self-interest. Self-interest might have superior, then?
Equal and inferior.
Huh?
Equal
Yeah,
and then
superior,
inferior.
equal, and inferior. Self-interest. That's possible. I think you can explain. Even you never read, you can explain. So it makes sense. But anyway, so moving on. Nganju lo thadeba. nganzu lo thade ba ni ju tone thagdo da desim ngaja ji dishi ji go ba insa. Then you can also, that's also translated in English. You can read. There's books, so maybe there you can borrow if there's like the library. Toma ngazo shene labi yunde rangi la yoba thala takushin sa. Maybe he's already explaining here. Maybe Toma nganzo the shene labi yunde rangi la yoba takushin. Some knowledge that other person don't have, you have. So you have to look at that knowledge. Could be like computer skill, could be like any that's just example, could be anything, could be anything. Tene nganzu rani member konzu tang jigba yimbi dujitjena. Tene nganzu rani member nganzu ni rang jinzu lo ningba di choki yundela chado langde. Tella kurkin mayan dala teda member ni tangde mare yamna. Nganzu rani member konzu tang jigba yimbi dujitjena sa. So now you realize what's happening. You realize you have some knowledge the other person don't have. Usually there's a tendency that you may get arrogant or pride. There's risk. There's the risk is there. Top of that, you realize you have like some knowledge or quality that other people don't have. You understood that. So but still you remember somehow you manage to not look at people differently because of your knowledge that you have, they don't have. You are not using that knowledge to differentiate between you and others. You are seeing, oh, we are same. Make sense? You are same, we are same. I'm just explaining, trying to explain word by word here. Nganzone rang jinzi lo ningba ti choki yunde la chagdo langdes. Nganzone rang jinzi lo ningba ti choki yunde la chagdo langde te kurkin maya teda mebani tande mare nyamdu. Te kurkin maya sa. What? Somebody's talking? No. Normally, yeah, of course, that choki. Te kurgi maya dala teda mebani tande mare tam. Sorry, moving on. Not understanding. Moving on, okay, moving on. Next paragraph. Please, you read if you understand. Next Wednesday, you share. Okay, Samula, you point with the page. Can you tell the page where, if their book, what page number?
Some people have the hard copy and some people have the electronic one.
Yeah,
but
maybe Lamula, please you read, then please you listen. Much better English there. So Lamula, no. Yeah, then read. If you understand, please listen.
Should I start at the
please,
where we're talking about the very beginning?
Very beginning, please
okay,
read.
So
then
this
maybe
is
better understanding.
This is after stanza 140. And the hard copy is on page 109. Here we begin by evaluating our own good and bad qualities, and on this basis, comparing ourselves with others, distinguishing between those who are equal to us, those who are superior, and those who are inferior. To do this, we make a distinction between our new good side, which has seen what is wrong with considering ourselves more important than others, and the benefits of regarding others as more important than ourselves, and our old bad side, the egotistic I.
Now, to make sure that not just understand the word. I understand every word here, but couldn't make sense. So make sure that it makes sense. That otherwise, it's just like reading newspapers. So maybe you don't just read it. And, yeah.
So the new I now identifies itself with other beings and takes their side. The old I has three aspects: superior, equal, and inferior. And the new I, which is now identified with others, has these three aspects
The
as
way
well.
they translated selfish attitude, old and new. New I, old I, like that. Like I'm not sure what kind of message you are getting when you hear this word. This here in Tibet is called selfish attitude, old and new. Okay.
We shall use these two distinct I's to develop successfully a sense of jealousy, competition, and pride. First, we look at the good qualities in which we surpass others. Identifying ourselves, our new I, with these inferior beings, we make ourselves jealous of the superior qualities of the old egotistic I. It is not fair, we cry that he is respected while we are not. Then he quotes two stanzas.
Yeah, so I read all the up to down there. You understand? You understand? Yeah, I don't understand Tibetan, so forget understand English. So I have no clue. So you understand? Yeah, that's good. So then moving on.
Okay.
So I'm still having a hard time understanding Tibetan.
Stanza 141, he is the center of attention, I am nothing. I am poor without possessions, unlike him. Everyone looks up to him, despising me. All is well for him, for me there's only bitterness. 142, all I have is sweat and drudgery, while there he's sitting at his ease. He is great, respected in the world. I am an undergod, a well-known nobody. We find this comparison too humbling. If we find this comparison too humbling, we should not get discouraged at our lack of good qualities. Let us remember that all beings possess the potential for enlightenment and that we can attain Buddhahood if we make the effort. There is no reason, therefore, to be discouraged.
So now here, like what is called, like in Buddhism, that's called inwardly concern. You know, like we human. It's human. That's what we human. Somebody praise, we are like, wow, wonderful. We are kind of happy. Somebody criticize, then you feel very like down and like sad. Ultimately, it really doesn't matter. No? When somebody prays something, there's nothing much to gain. If you look very closely, if somebody praise you, there's really nothing much to gain. Only gain is going to be arrogant and pride. Somebody criticizes, there's some positive things to gain, but unfortunately, our mind is not wired around that kind of message that we say, how come that's impossible? It's very possible. As I mentioned last Wednesday, Saint Francis begged his disciple to criticize him. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Why somebody is begging to criticize? Maybe there's something will grow. There's like some kind of growth we can find. That's why this, I think that person is not very knowledgeable. So then, what is that? What is that? That's very unusual things to ask. Criticize me. That's very unusual things to ask. So why was that? Another thing, Ketan Jaga Shenlapius, offer victory for others. Chonda Puga Ranales. Take defeat. Doesn't know why you do that. There's the teaching that's like offer victory to others, accept defeat. Ego doesn't understand that kind of like teaching. Ego doesn't understand. Ego never heard that before. So all of a sudden, When you dig deeper, that's where the gains come from. Gain come from accepting defeat, not always chasing victory. Maybe that's not where to gain victory. Maybe the gain victory is to offer victory. Maybe that's the way to gain victory. But our ego is not wired like that, doesn't understand. There's a Buddhist practice, Kheda Jaga Shenapis, offer, benefit, victory to others. Ego doesn't want to do that. Ego just want to take, or want to take much as possible. If there's victory, I want that. If there's some benefit, I want that. Never thinking to offer that, or maybe there's stupid things to do. There's the wise things to do. It's the best thing to do, it's the wise thing to do. Maybe that's the gain, that's how you gain something. So there's many teachings. So then same like asking criticism. The ego doesn't understand. Maybe there is like some benefit. Maybe like somebody criticizes you, so maybe there's something to gain. If somebody praises you, maybe you believe like, oh, maybe I'm so and so. Maybe there's one person. Next person you see, may like criticize you, then there's problems. Okay? Dida duwa tene ngazu lo shumba ina je rangi la sambe yunde mambu mebe ti rangi pa ungche tos jumi gede ngazu bezun cheba ina towa kula sanji je kumba dubi nipatiyas. We don't have to be discouraged or feel hopeless because we have Buddha nature, as I said, Buddha nature. Ngazu di rangi la tinggu tongu. We have to remind ourselves. That's very true. We have to remind ourselves. Why you do like review meditation all the time? You are simply trying to reminding yourself. We do need a lot of remind. We need to remind ourselves, oh, you have Buddha nature, your ultimate nature is divine Buddha nature. You have every chance, if you put some effort, you can become enlightened. Oh, I can get enlightened. I have this problem, I have that problem. So like people say I'm not good. We have all kind of negative way of thinking that makes our life more miserable. It's not good. So that's why please don't remind yourself all the time what went wrong, what I did wrong, that's not good. That's not how you achieve enlightenment. You need to remind yourself that what the positive side, at least Buddha nature. I don't remember doing anything good, that's impossible. At least Buddha nature, need to remind Buddha nature. Precious human life, okay. So this is very good. Ngansu di rani la tengu tangu. Tengu means need to remind yourself. Now, right now, this moment, you can think something good. It's not just imagining. This moment. This is important. This moment is very important for next month, next day, next week, next year. This moment is very, very important. This moment goes well, you can hope next moment could go well. This moment, that's why be present. It's quite important. This moment. We need to remind ourselves. So I've been telling my friends, like when you are feeling bad, you are thinking something bad. Time-wise, not good. When you are feeling bad, you need to think something positive. Positive. There's many positive. No positive. Precious human life. Buddha nature. House of a Buddha nature. House of precious human life. Many things that need to find something within yourself to be grateful. Don't just focus on something you don't have. There's many things you don't have. Even though you lived 1,000 years, I don't believe that you can achieve everything you want. Still, maybe 2,000 years needed. Because satisfaction, that's not how someone becomes satisfied. Getting things never happened before, never happened. It's just delusional thought, or going to be happy. So it's just like, that's why 2,000 years, our needs are not going to be finished. Even if we live 2,000 years, we need better to be content what we have. So that's the best way to achieve, like contentment. Now moving on, sorry, so much been said. So nganzo lo shum means mind, shum means like feel like low stream, low self-esteem. Oh, exactly, that's what it is. Low shum means low self-esteem. That's what it is, low shum. Yeah, so unfortunately, we are so good at thinking something negative, unfortunately. So we need to train how to think something positive, okay? All my friends, including myself. I'm trying every day, reminding myself. Nganzu member imbani nimoji juncha imbali nganzu juncha khalais. That's very good. Why you feel low esteem, low self-esteem? Why you feel like hopeless? Because of the disturbing thought. Tube nimo tasi, nimo tante kansa means when you've been like Buddha, sees not person as a problem, Buddha sees the person's delusional thought. That is the problem. That needs to be eradicated. Person possesses Buddha nature. To be nimo tasiji, nimo tante kansa means Buddha sees the delusional thought are problem, not the person. Same thing. My delusion is not good. If you look, somebody else look, it's all, there's no good, there's nothing good in that. So this is good. So I think this is important. Remember, why we feel like low self-esteem? Huh? Esteem,
self-esteem.
esteem. I thought like stream, like continue, no?
No.
Esteem.
Esteem, yeah.
That's your job now. Next time when I start to say, please say the word. Low esteem. This life is too old to learn all the English words, sorry. Low self-esteem. Esteem. Not remember even it. So they think like, not worth it, not all like all that, everything like. Nimuji change chai, but this is all the force of negative mindset. Don't ever think that's you. That's a big mistake. That's like huge mistake. Understand? Huge mistake. Don't think like your anger is you. Don't think that your jealous is you. Don't think your negative mind, that's not you. It's like here didn't say, it's like the cloud on the sky. Don't ever think that you are never going to see the sky without cloud. That's ignorance. Clouds are there temporarily. Similarly, all the disturbing thoughts are here temporarily. It's not always there. There's hope that you will experience a life without disturbing thought. These are there like cloud. Lobuwa. Simji nature of mind is light. It's light. Nature of mind is light. Simji Vesawa. Nature of mind is light. Timanamni Lobuwas. all this disturbing thought is like they are temporary, it's like cloud on the sky. Some other text. That now his holiness even saying here, Nganzu member yimbani nimoji chuncha yimbale nganzu chuncha kalais. It's not all. It's not Jim, it's not your See that you even say in the word, not here, we day-to-day life, oh, my anger, you distinguish, you and anger, my jealousy, my disturbing thought, we even say in language, that clearly says that you are not anger, otherwise how you can say my anger? If there is no distinguish how you say my anger, that needs to be maintained. That understanding needs to be maintained, in my opinion. My anger, or my attachment, or my way of speaking is not you. That's not you. You can't change. That's why my hand. That's not you. My hand. Otherwise, how you can say? If your hand is you, how you can say my hand? You cannot say. There's clear. Even the day-to-day life speaking language. There's clear distinguish. You say, no, my anger. That doesn't sound like me. I'm the one I'm saying my anger, my jealousy, my disturbing thought. So here, actually here the way it's worded is kind of a little bit hard to explain. So the way it's worded. The bottom line, it's not you. It's not you. Don't ever think that's you. That's a big, huge mistake. Huge mistake. You should not define yourself based on your anger. Not good. What we should do, how we should define ourselves, we should define ourselves based on a Buddha nature. Oh, there's benefit there, okay? Ta chomenji dushi ditani yongsu tutup chingis, chomenji dushi. This is all relative. It's all relative. Very interesting, like day and night. It's all relative. So, there's a very famous Indian master, called Telopa. And there's his students, main student called Naropa. Then also Marba, Milarepa, there's no all comes down. There's a lot of things happen before Naropa received instructions from Lama, the master Telopa. Lama Telopa, some reason, refused to give him any teaching because he has so many purifications needs to be done. Otherwise, he'll be not ready for these instructions. So there's 13 different occasions, there's many things happen. At the very end, then Naropa said, okay, now, why you are so, why you're so serious, what are you hoping? And Naropa said, I'm just hoping some teaching, that's all. That's all I'm hoping. So because there's no 13 things happen, Naropa, all these 13, not like all the 13 times, but few times he almost died. Then Telopa asked, what do you want? And he said, I just want teaching, that's all I want. So then he gave the teaching. So then I think, I'm thinking to memorize, but I've got ideas. Then basically the Telopa told that the meditation, short period of time meditation, he gained so much insight. So then after that, we ordinary people, we don't understand. Then what Telopa said to Naropa, and there is no day, there's no night. There's no disappear or there's no appearing something, disappearing something. There's nothing. There's nothing appearing, nothing disappearing. There's no day, no night. But we should not take that literally. It means saying something very important, like helping us to go beyond our perceptions. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck with this set of idea. Then believing that can't go beyond perception, just stuck there. So I think all these teachings, I think kind of trying to push us beyond our perceptions to no day, no night. What do you mean no day, no night? There's day. We just call day. So when you're born, you don't understand the word. I was just wondering, you don't understand. There's no word. No, we are not just only one. There are, even the human, when they are born, they have no word. They are not experiencing things based on word, but they are experiencing something not based on word. All the animals experiencing something not based on word. They are eating food not based on food, word food. So it's interesting. So there's, this is really profound instructions. I think otherwise I don't believe Naru Telupa will say something like no day, no night, no appearing, no disappearing, or appearing, disappearing, same thing. It's not different things, it means same thing. Present, absent, same thing. Present means absent, absent means present. For us doesn't make really sense like what in it. I think all this trying to guide us beyond our perceptions, hoping that we don't stuck with our perceptions. So I think that's what I think, what I believe that's what they are trying to do, trying to move beyond our perceptions. More word, more perceptions. Less word, less perceptions. So that's why, some they decide to teach with no word, they just teach. They don't use the word, they just teach. So when you reach certain level, they don't use the word. Yeah. So this is important, okay, all my friends, to remember. Remind yourself, don't define yourself based on your actions, based on your negative mindset. If you want to define yourself, define yourself based on Buddha nature, precious human life, much, much better. Therefore, no need to feel discouraged, It's all relative. Very interesting, do I know egg? Yeah, I do know egg, so I eat egg many times. When you go to certain country, when they say egg, not the word egg, when they talk of egg, you understand? No, I don't understand. But they are talking of egg, but I don't understand. What is that? Word. It's a word. It's a word. If they point it, you will know. If they point to the egg, you will know what they're talking about. Without pointing, they're talking, and the same thing's happening. No day, no night, no appearance, no disappears, present, absent, all same thing. They are like pointing something with less word, they're pointing something, but we just stuck with our perceptions, can't go beyond our perceptions. That's what I'm thinking. Why we feel low self-esteem?
Esteem.
Low self, your job, please say with the word. Low. That is like because the downside of negative mindset, it's not like you, it's the downside of negative mindset, to be precise, the word. Chomeji they don't know like higher level, superior, medium, inferior, all of this is just, it's all relative, Nganzu rani, nganzu rangi da nyingba tila cho yinbi junzeni ngamemba yi hiso. Ngamemba yi rang chokdo neba do na yi chanchu la zomba chakole zogoba yi. This more, there's whole teaching has been written like stories. Argument between you and ego. Argument, debate between you and ego. All these masters, they are trying so hard how to help us to understand this complex, because of the complication we face. There's written there's long conversations between ego and self. Self says something, ego doesn't like, ego says something. So there's the whole text has been written. It very much sounds like this text. Chorang chodo neba dina ngi chanchu la tsumba choba sewa shishega de kalde rangi la yebi yunde sangbo dagi nganzo pen mato na deda la gebe chi yodam nganzo deda shele chodo zumbi yunde nam tongze nganzo rangshin jene chonzo jilo de talk about it. This very much sounds like a conversation between self and ego, selfish attitude. Okay? Then nganzu susu da nani yimba cho sam geshi nganzu la ya kunzu cho che de rangi da nyingba te the same thing te pamba chi be lo shi chi. So now they'll stop here. So sorry, one more witness there. Yeah, one more witness there. Only 3 pages. All selfish. What is that? Never thought that can change, never thought to achieve happiness, cherishing others, never hurt, never thought never occur, offering victory, gain to others. That's the way to achieve a victory, gain, never hurt, never thought. Thought never occurred. So now reading, now there's like a selfish attitude. Before that is considered as old. Only thinking about me, nothing else. Nothing else, only think about me. There's nothing for others, zero. I want everything. There's nothing for others. Now slowly realize by reading, thinking, looking around, what people want, realize every single person wants happiness, not just me. I thought I'm the only one. Mistake, ignorance, huge mistake. Now I realize maybe at least giving something what they're looking for, maybe that's the best way to become friends. At least sharing. So now the ego, the old ego, that's all ego, selfish attitude. Now there's ego, there's a new one. Better. Now you could say superior than old one. So it's get better and better. So I think that's now what I understood. Okay? Oh yeah, thank you. So see you next Wednesday. So then you don't hear word again. Concentration is done. Doesn't mean concentration is done, but concentration, explanation is done. Okay? So now the real concentration begin.
Please turn to page 235 and 236, and let's recite stanzas 1 through 5. Gewa di nu du Buddha
Lama
Lama
Sangye
Sangye Du Gyune
Dowa
Dowa
Che
Chikyam
Ma
Malupa
Te
Sala
Sa
Gerpasho Janchu Sencho Rinpoche Ma Ke
Panam
Panam Ke Gyurchik Ke Wanyam Pa Me Payang Gone Gondu Pelwar Sho Jumper Pawo Jita Kempada Kundu Zampo De Yande Shinte Deda Kungi Jesu Da Lochir Gewa Dida Tanche Raptungo Dusun Shepe Gewa Tanche Ki Ngowa Gana Chotunga Pade Dashe Gebe Tawa Di Kunkyang Zampo Churchu Raptungo Wagi Dagi jine sape gewadi, tenda doa kun la gampe dang, kepa jetsun lo zanda pai, tempe nimpo rindu selje sho. Now the long life prayers on pages 245 and 244 and 245, first for His Holiness. Gandhira we korwe shinkamdi, pendan dewa malu jungwene, chere zigwan tenzin yatsoi, shape site bardu tengyu chi. And then for Sarah J. Kinsa Rinpoche Jetsun Lo Santao. Jonu iye nalan wa shotu, awatare tsembara sopa, lo sangewe de ton le pel sho, shasun gengyo lama soa de. And then the inside, on the back cover. Fearless teacher and assembly of children of victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness to accomplish this prayer here and now, holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice. You wear the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and for mother living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then the inside front cover, the long life prayer for Geshe. Gewe lam la den pe de punchok, le she dampa terwe ni moshe, churki zawa mi ton shen yen chok, tapa ponwe lama zap ten chi. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And then for Geshe Sampo, Gewe Churki Bachara Tenching, Bilda Lame Nanyak Ning La Chang, Sampar Jawe Nin Senda Jepe, Shenen Chepo Kutserap Tenchi. You who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart. You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And then 7 Tara mantras for all beings. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha.
Okay, yeah. Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.